Hi, everybody. My name is Randy Waltz, and I'm here today to talk to you about Algo. Algo is a supply and demand planning platform for retailers and suppliers. Algo utilizes AI and machine learning technologies to enhance your present capabilities, as well as to create automation within your processes. Before I dive in, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself and Algo as a company. My experience is actually working in large retail and suppliers. I have experience working in supply chain and inventory management in retailers such as JCPenney, Target, Meta, and at Best Buy. Within that, my first experience in inventory management was actually, as Ms. Carissa's was working on the front line. I worked in warehouses, working on the trucks, unloading inbound inventory at the warehouse, working my way up into operations planning, and moving into supply planning at the corporate offices. Once I arrived at the corporate offices, I was able to utilize those experiences, those hard-earned experiences at the warehouses, to transition to category management. And what category management is who we sell into at Walmart, Target, Best Buy. Those teams are responsible for driving hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue across those retail partnerships, as well as responsible for allocating and developing strategy for thousands of retail channels, as well as the .com experience. Within that, the opportunities that I focused on during that time frame were looking at localization opportunities, digesting first-party and third-party information to make more informed decisions about demographics within a geographic area, as well as focusing on how to target that and where and when I should be targeting those opportunities. I also worked on strategies around weather forecasts, and looking and understanding its variances that it would have on the seasonal trends. So for me, I live in Minnesota. I don't know if you guys ever look at the weather patterns or weather trends, but 2 weeks ago it was about 80 degrees there. And then last week we got 2 feet of snow. If you're planning gardening and outdoor activities during that time frame, you're not doing it. The Targets are starting to set their gardening equipment at that time. Those sales, they didn't actualize, right? How can they react quicker to make more informed decisions? The reason I bring all this up is to tell you guys that Algo is driven by a team of people like me with experience within supply chain, people with experience within inventory planning, and people who have driven success within these different roles across different retail channels and partners. At Algo, we understand and we hear quite frequently from prospects and clients that their data is siloed and unstructured. They can't make the most informed decisions with that data. So we enable them to make real-time decisions with real-time insights. And the way we do that is by aggregating and sitting on top of your present infrastructure. How that looks is exactly kind of how Ventori and Bops outline their technologies. Sits on top of your ERPs, your WMS, your TMS, digests third-party demographic information from US Consensus Bureau if you're in the auto parts. It looks at like SEMA catalog. If you're in different varieties of industries, we can digest third-party information to make more informed decisions about where trends have been and where the trend and the industry analysts are predicting the business to go. What's important there is understanding the predictive nature of that. A lot of times, as we've heard from Dr. Matt earlier, you can only look so far in the past to have a good understanding of what you're going to do in the future. So we leverage analytics. Sorry, red countdown there. We leverage analytics that are provided by third-party analysts to understand where industry trends are going. Right? They have technologies, they have ML capabilities, as everyone's already talked about, that are very focused within that niche of the business that they're looking at. You look at commodities trading and understanding how that looks. What is the future prices of cotton? How is that going to impact what Levi's is trying to do and how they're going to build their jeans? How is that going to impact pricing? So we layer all that information together to make more informed decisions. So what Algo is, let's click this. Maybe one of these buttons? Oh, thank you back there, thank you. So just a general overview right now about Algo. Again, right now we're partnered with some of the biggest consumer electronics companies there are. We're partnered with Meta, we're partnered with Microsoft, and we're also partnered with Best Buy. We have some POCs going on within the Target and Walmart environments to understand opportunities around localization and in-store pickup and the impacts that it has for omni-channel fulfillment strategy. These are just a couple of our business areas and a couple of our different business cases that we have outlined. But right now, we are offering the capabilities to highlight and understand through exception monitoring and alerts of what your capabilities are. And what that means is through a control tower, as we all know, transportation control towers help you understand where your inventory is within your supply chain. Our control tower focuses on highlighting exceptions and alerts. What that means is future-looking forecast based off of our predictive analytics and our capabilities is to help you understand where you're going to be over-inventoried and when you're going to be over-inventoried. If there's opportunity or risk, I know for me, a big part of my business was chase cancel, right? How am I going to chase that inventory? How am I going to cancel that inventory? As a retailer, I only have so much open to buy. Many of you probably heard that, right? I only have so many open to buy dollars. How am I going to adjust my inventory? And this is where that predictive nature comes into play. Layering in that information to being able to make more informed decisions about where I should be spending my dollars and where I can cut those dollars. We also offer modules within a planning environment. So we look at demand planning, right? Understanding what the future horizon looks like. Is that 12, 16, 52 weeks out? We also look at inventory planning. Just in time, demand sensing. All the key buzzwords that you hear, right? How am I going to react right now with real-time information to make real-time decisions? On top of that, we also offer replenishment planning, looking at the opportunities to get down to the store SKU combinations at the smallest grain possible to make more informed decisions with all the data that's available to you to highlight those opportunities within your business. We also focus on merchandise planning, and holistically, all of these together are going to make your supply chain more efficient, drive cost savings, as well as drive top-line revenue. Wrong one. I'll figure this out. I only got 10 seconds left, so that's it. Right now, the key highlights that I just want to outline on this is the total solution package is a intelligent inventory optimizer. It focuses on opportunities based off of different clustering and segmentation techniques, looking at machine learning capabilities to look through data more quickly and have those impacts presented in a more actionable way. And from that, it automizes your teams, right? You don't have to have so many people in chairs to look through that data. If you want to hear more about what we're doing at Microsoft or Meta, come talk to us. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. Thank you.